little bit so this actually registered because sometimes it trip. All right. Welcome back to the Jock of All Trades podcast, where we like to talk to athletes about their experience of being an athlete. Today I have with me a UWF football player, Peyton Ziasone.
What's up? How y'all doing?
Peyton, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
Well, my name, like you said, is Peyton Ziasone. I'm a redshirt sophomore. I'm from Clearwater, Florida. It's Central Florida area by Tampa. I started playing football. Been playing football since I was 4 years old. Started in flag and played ever since. So it's been a long journey, but it's definitely been enjoyable.
Dang, man. So I started playing football in fourth grade, and I felt like that was a real long time. So how was it? How did that start for you? If you remember being that young, how did that come up? Did your parents just put you in it, or?
So I always wanted to play football, like when I was a little kid. But my parents, they had me signed up for soccer, like rec soccer, and I was 4 years old, and it was co-ed, and I was playing with like boys and girls. And at the facility we were at, the fields, it was like a big complex. They had flags signed up. And at the time, my favorite NFL team was the Atlanta Falcons. And the team that they're asking people to sign up for was the Oldsmar Falcons, where we're from. So I was like, there's just a match made in heaven. So I signed up, and that was the beginning of that right there.
You see, I played flag, but I don't remember what age. I was so young at this point. I just remember just running around the field doing whatever I wanted to do pretty much. And I counted clearly. I was playing football, but I just always say fourth grade because I played flag for like a year, stopped, and then I really got into it and continued all the way through with fourth grade. So I guess I started earlier, but I never really said.
Now, in your area, so in my county, we don't have middle school football. Did y'all have middle school football where you were from?
See, we didn't have, it wasn't like, so I know up north they have actual teams organized for actual middle school.
Yeah, for the school.
We had it was kind of like a rec league.
Okay,
that's what we had. So I know I don't know. So I guess it was our middle school team, if you want to say so, but we didn't have anything organized directly for our middle school.
Yeah, I say that too, because I know my buddies, my roommates, they had, they had middle school football, so I was asking them how it was, and they said it's just like, it was kind of like high school, but you see much bigger drop off from middle school to high school because of all your friends that you grow up with playing football. They stop playing football now and stuff.
So Clearwater, man, what's Clearwater like?
Clearwater, man, Clearwater's real busy, man. You think, man, I come up here, traffic, the worst traffic place, Davis Highway. Davis Highway is not even that bad, honestly. It's just that little corner right there by the church. But I'm telling you, you leave at the wrong time in Clearwater, you'll be there for hours. You don't know what roads to get off of, bro? Hours, bro. It's real cool. It's not the biggest. It's not like big land area wise, but the amount of people that are in it kind of makes it feel a little cramped. It's nice to come out here in Pensacola and things feel more spacious, more spread out. I feel like you can breathe a little bit compared to back home.
Yeah. So I tried to explain this to some of my other guests because I had Trayvon Matthews last week, and he talked about Blountstown, which is small, and coming here was big for him.
Yeah.
This was everything for him. And me coming from West Palm Beach, where it's just like that. If you get on the highway anywhere between about 4:30, 6 or 7, you're not making it home for about an hour. It's going to take you a long time. And if you don't know what exit to get off on early or what back roads to take to avoid that, I just need, excuse me.
Yeah,
if you don't know what back roads to take, you're going to be stuck. Keep having to sneeze. But man, so what was your journey like? What offers did you have, and what path did you have to take?
In high school, I played safety, and they had me play the nickel position, but our nickel was technically we only still had 3 linebackers when I was at nickel, so I was just another outside linebacker. But so I played those, and I didn't really get many offers out of high school. I think I got a couple Division IIs up north, and I got a couple of walk-on opportunities, and actually UWF was one of those walk-on opportunities. So I came here out of pocket, and just hoping continue playing ball. And it's been at first it was really stressful because you get here like, man, I gotta get on scholarship the next semester. I gotta show them I can play and all this.
Yeah.
And that first year, I didn't really feel like I did really as well as I can, and it ended up me not being able to come back for the fall. That fall, I don't know if you remember, after before last season, the what is it, fall camp?
Yeah.
I wasn't there because I didn't. They had too many kids coming up, so they had me wait until the season started. So I came late, and that was kind of stressful. But when I came back and I looked at it, man, I was like, man, what are they gonna do? They're gonna take my scholarship away from me, and I was like, I'm not even on scholarship, so I'm just gonna have fun, enjoy every moment of it, like when I was a kid, and it ended up working out for me. I ended up traveling at the end and getting to go to the national championship.
Yes, sir.
So it was real cool experience.
I mean, it's good that you were able to find the positive in that, because there's a lot of people, even going JUCO and seeing those type of people that they don't get their shot the way they want to get it. Everything doesn't plan out the way they wanted to plan out, and they quit. And they're just like, you know what, I'm done. They want to. Coaches are playing favoritism. These coaches don't know what they're doing. It's always blame instead of looking on the inside like, maybe I should work harder. Maybe I should show up to practice a little bit earlier. Maybe I should do this instead of thinking about what they can do to make these coaches realize I'm serious. I want to be here. I want to play. They point the finger at the coaches, and you took a positive note to it and said, you know what, I'm gonna enjoy this while I have it, and you did, and it paid off. So that's good, man.
Yeah.
So what's the biggest difference between high school and college?
The biggest difference, shoot, it's like taking out a full-time class throughout the week. So it's definitely a job. It's definitely a job. High school, you'd only really be at football. After school, maybe 3 hours. You get an hour so the coaches could get there. So you technically either you're doing homework, you're lifting, or you're watching film with the coaches until it's time to practice. And then you practice, and then you go home. UWF, man, what, we get up sometimes 5:30 in the spring.
So
Go get there, go work out at 6 a.m. And at 6 a.m. in the spring, it's 40 degrees, 30 degrees. We got to come out there in these shirts, so we have to put everything under. You got to have that and our short shorts. So sometimes you forget your jacket. Out of luck.
You're so out of luck. They don't feel bad for you. They don't care. Athletic trainer's been up since 4, so they in your face clapping. It's either you wake up or get left behind.
That's for sure. And then you come home, finish sometimes. You got to come right back out, practice, or you got meetings after, or you even got workouts with the coaches after, position drills and stuff like that. So it's definitely much more time consuming than high school ever was, but it's definitely been an experience, and I definitely think more people, if you get the opportunity to try it, definitely will. It's an experience that will help set you up for life and managing your time and making sure you get stuff done so you still have everything you need done throughout the day.
Yeah, man, I try to explain that to people, and people don't understand. They think, oh, you're just out there playing football, doing what you love. A lot of stuff we don't want to do.
No.
We love the game, and we're gonna do whatever it takes to get to play on that Saturday or whatever day it may be. Yeah. And it's a lot. We got meetings, like you said. We got practices. We have walkthroughs. We have workouts. What else do we have? Waking up early.
Meetings before practice to come back to meetings to watch film about that practice that you just had 2 hours ago. Like in high school, you're not even thinking about the practice you had 2 hours ago until the next day, and you watch film with your coaches and everything. You probably watch it for 20 minutes. We're sitting there in hours going in depth on every play we had.
Nothing gets unseen.
Not at all.
And it doesn't stop when you leave. When you come home, you got to watch film for the next practice. And if you come out and you don't know, you get yelled at. You may get pulled
installs, that's the quickest way to lose your spot. Don't know what you're doing, so you got to watch film from the day before, correct what you did the day before, but then you got to learn what's going to happen tomorrow and make sure you don't mess up tomorrow's new stuff. So, definitely stay on your toes and everything.
So, man, let's talk about this COVID. What are some of the things that have been put in place for you guys to stay safe with COVID?
With us, man, everything. It's annoying, but masks on everywhere. mask on when we were working out. Finally, we've been able to. I haven't been there because I recently had surgery, but we've been able to work out more than by ourselves. Like in the beginning, it was just us, like each one person to a rack in the weight room, and you couldn't really lift heavy because you had no one spotting you, and you couldn't really get after as much. So it's really hard to lift sometimes when you know you can't lift as heavy, so you don't attack it as well. But I feel like a lot of us did tackle it better than what we would have thought. And now that we have people spotting us, a lot more guys are putting up bigger weights, and it's definitely been an experience. This whole COVID situation from leaving in March and thinking we're gonna come back in the spring, and then coming back 4 or 5 months later. It's crazy.
Yeah, I feel that. So, man, I see you're in a sling now, man. So, what's unless you want to talk about all of them, what was probably the worst injury that halted you for the longest period of time?
Well, there's gonna be this. This is 6 months, 6 month labrum repair and remplissage, something they told me. But yeah, 6 months until I can get back in the pads. 4 months until I can get completely out of the sling, and it's gonna be a long recovery, longest recovery I ever had. I think I only had a couple fractured bones before that only had me out maybe a month, 2 months max. But we're gonna just attack it each day at a time, and hopefully it's a smooth recovery and come back stronger than when I left.
Yeah, I feel that. Well, man, I appreciate you coming on the show, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you having me.
It's been a good talk. Well, thank y'all for tuning in to the Jock of All Trades podcast. I'm your host, Jeremy, and this is Peyton.
Yeah,